Good evening, Cherokee County. My name is Zach Barrett. I am a representative. I'm the campaign for North Texas. Even though this is East Texas, but I'm the regional director for Texas Land Commissioner Don Buckingham's campaign. Unfortunately, she could not be here tonight. She was on a ski trip last week and had an accident of tearing her meniscus, breaking her leg, and tearing her ACL. So it was a triple whammy for her. But she's still on the campaign trail, but she's gonna be in and out of surgery for the next year and a half. And so she asked me to come out here to Jacksonville. I drove from McKinney, so I have a pretty good distance drive as well tonight. And so I'm glad to be here tonight on her behalf. And wanted to also mention that. Well, go ahead with the questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll give you a minute here in a little bit. I guess I only have one here from the audience, but then I have a couple. This one says, has there been an increase in drilling since President Trump has been in office?
Absolutely. There is no restrictions anymore, unlike there was the first 3 years of Commissioner Buckingham's tenure when you had to fight the Biden-Harris administration because they wanted to save a bird or a frog. So we're drilling, drill baby drill. And it's producing billions of dollars for our education, for our K through 12, the Permanent University Fund for the University of Texas system and Texas A&M University. Whoop! I'm an Aggie class of 02. And so yes, drilling is unlimited from the Texas coast to West Texas and here in East Texas, nonstop.
Awesome. As a veteran, and I know we have several veterans in the room here, but I know that one of the important things, maybe the most important thing in my opinion, that the Land Commissioner does is administer the Veterans Land Program, and does a lot of things with the veteran cemeteries. If you would maybe tell us a little bit about what the Land Commission does for veterans programs, and what Commissioner Buckingham's outlook is.
That's a great question. Thanks for asking. The Texas Veterans Land Board is managed by the GLO, the General Land Office. Just here in 2025, 385 million plus loans were generated to Texas veterans to get a home, and that was, I think, over 600 recipients of those loans. And just since Commissioner Buckingham's been in office, she's had over 6,000 loans to our men and women who have served our country proudly in the United States military. And as far as your question about the cemetery, there was just an additional 20 acres of land added to the Texas Military Cemetery in Central Texas. I think that's near Killeen.
Yes. I think there's a future one coming over by Marshall also.
That is correct.
With the increase in housing and land valuations, a number of veterans have asked about the loan limits in the Veteran Land Program. Does Commissioner Buckingham have any thoughts on increasing the amount, the loan limit?
It just went up to $836,000. Forgot what the percentage increase that was. It was a little north of 800,000. Right.
Yeah.
And just in the last 2 weeks, I believe it went up almost another 30,000. So whatever percentage that is, I don't know.
Yeah. It's a pretty good amount, and I know that you can buy homes or land, and there's some differences there.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say differentiates Commissioner Buckingham from her opponents in this race?
Well, there is no opponent in the Republican primary. She has done such a great job over these last 3+ years that no one's going to dare challenge her on the Republican side, because she would win in a landslide, and she'll win in a landslide against the 2 Democrats that have filed to run against her for November. So that's the difference between her opponents.
Yeah. It's kind of night and day, Republican, Democrat.
But here's what I wanted to say. This is what I was about to say before I let you ask the questions. even though she does not have any opponents in this Republican primary, there is not going to be any time off. She is still running as if there is challenges, because that's good transparency of our elected officials and her specifically. Dawn is not that type of politician who thinks, oh, let me take advantage of this and I can just kind of cruise through March the 3rd and not have to really do much and then regain, then start the campaign again, in July or something like that. That's not how she operates, and that's not how she is as a person. And she's out there going to, the grassroots, having me come here tonight to Cherokee County, and going forward, she'll be doing that from El Paso to Beaumont.
That's, and I for one appreciate that. I appreciate that hard work, and I think probably everybody here does too. We elect people, and even,
well, it's human real easy to just, to take it easy and think, well, this has been a nice little treat for me, but that's not going to serve you any good in the long term.
Right. We, like I said, we appreciate people that work hard for us, and even though Commissioner Buckingham couldn't be here, we appreciate you coming, her sending you on her behalf, you taking the time to drive out here to rural East Texas and represent.
Well, thank you very much. I grew up in Longview, so it's great to be back in East Texas.
Closer to home. Thank you, Mr. Barrett.
Thank you.